Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Red Dawn channel, and in today's episode we will be continuing our coverage of the characters in For Honor for our character guide series. And in today, as you can probably already see, we're going to be taking on the Gladiator. So he is one of the more underused characters. I don't really see many gladiators, and it is a bit of a shame. Very much like the Warlord, he is one of my favourite characters. So, you know, hopefully after today's video you guys see the light, see the sunshine at the end of the tunnel, and start to use this absolute amazing character. But let's get into the So, let's go over some of the basics that come with the Gladiator. So, we're in stance now, and as I was saying before, you'll see that the guard button, well, when you're pushing left, for instance, it decreases before centering it back. So you can't hold your guard in that direction because, you know, it just doesn't work. So it's going to have to be some last minute guarding at this point. An attack comes in, boom. An attack comes in, boom. An attack comes in, boom, and so forth. Alright, once we get into the parrying section of the video, I will go over the windows that you have for the attacks. So as always, the lights strung together in any direction that are as follows. Same with the heavies, top, you know, these are pretty box standard. But basic combo, you've got your 4 light attacks, so that can be strung in any direction, and then it continues like so. That's pretty box standard. So light into a heavy, another basic one, light into a heavy, into nothing. So light, heavy, stab your toes. So to pull off the stab toes button, simply pull back on your analog stick and press your guard button. So, you know, left analog stick, guard button, poke your toes. Quite funny, I absolutely do love this one. Another basic thing is just your dodging attacks. So we've got the dodge, dodge, and dodge. One thing to note with the Gladiator is that if somebody blocks any of these attacks, they get a free guard break. Alright, it's one of the downfalls of the Gladiator. So when you're going to be doing any of these attacks, do make sure that you're doing it in a window in which you know that you're going to hit it, otherwise you are asking for some punishment. Alright, so what else do we have? So we've got toe stab, 4 light attacks, and then we've got the 2 heavy attacks. That's really it for the basics. So I'll end it here and we'll bring it back when we are on to the next step. So going over the more intermediate style of moves, we're going to start off with the shield punch. So dash, guard, you're going to punch him in the face with your shield. It can be done in any direction as shown on screen. Quite a nice way to drain your opponent's stamina. As you can see now, the Peacekeeper's got nothing left and now she's on the ground. So go over that again quickly. Over there, punch him in the face. Drains quite a bit of stamina, and it's a good way to get into some of the other combos. So another thing, let's drain the stamina quickly. Yeah boy, you get punched in the face. So, if you do the toe stab while they're at a stamp, they will get downed as shown here. Quite a funny thing to do really, and it does lead into some quite interesting openers in which you can play with your opponent quite a bit. Another thing to note is that you can go straight into a heavy attack as well, or into a toe grab. But heavies are quite nice after this move. What you can alternatively do is feint it straight into a guard break and then pull back onto that stick. So the move I've just shown, land a heavy attack, hold back on your analog stick and then press the heavy button. Looks like this. And if you leave it in all the way, you apply a bleed to your target. Alternatively, you can leave it in there, then press X, throw them into a wall and get another heavy attack. So I'll do that now. Looks like this. Into a wall and then rinse and repeat. You know, it's quite fun, quite cool. So all in all, looks like so. And then we've got, you know, the out stamp toe grab, which gets them on the floor, and then you can proceed to continue your attacks. So the cool, really cool thing is that if you're running and you heavy attack, you do this sort of lunging, take it in the face thing, and if you miss, you do this, which means you punch him in the face, and as you saw by the Peacekeeper, it drains quite a bit of stamina. So you're gonna to land the shield punch, as you know, if you do that, you can't do if you land that heavy attack, you can't. So to land the shield punch, you have to miss, and then you smack him in the face. So if you are wanting to drain stamina, shot it off a little bit early and then in the face. But if you do want to land the lunge and heavy, like so, just actually press it just before you reach your opponent, sorry, and then you've landed that attack. But in essence, that's it. I'll bring it back for the expert tutorial. So we have indeed returned. So, you know, we've covered quite a bit of ground already with some of his more latter attacks. So cancel, guard break, heavy, cancel, side, down, and then back off. That's a combo that you can pull together, so we'll do that again. So heavy, cancel, guard break, cancel, light attack, and then toe stab. As I've already mentioned before, I will keep mentioning this. If you are going to start maining Gladiator, making sure that these attacks land is definitely a must, because as I've already mentioned, if they are blocked, you are looking at some punishing openers for the opponent to dish out some damage with that free guard break. So always make sure these attacks land. Being as unpredictable with the Gladiator as possible is always the best option when you are using this guy, because, you know, his moveset realistically is very limited. I've shown all the moves that you can pull together as follows, bar the more interesting one, on which I'll be showing now. Unlike most zone attacks, this one is very useful, as you will now see. It starts off with a stamina drain into an attack. So, boom, boom. Quite cool, which can then also lead into some other combos that I've already shown. But, you know, realistically, that is really it. So, to quickly go over, we've got this, which looks nice, and will also lead into the last combo. Oh Christ, I've failed miserably there. Right, let's do that again, let's do it properly. So, we're going to punch him in the face, cancel that, or into that, or what you can alternatively do is cancel, guard break, and once I've got my stamina back, I'll continue. It's not going well. Cancel, guard break, cancel that, light attack into toad stab. Alright, once you've started practicing a bit, this will all come pretty self-explanatory, but you know, that's the basis of it. That is it for the expert. Let's look over his parry and a few other things, and then that'll be it for the Gladiator. So guys, welcome back. Oh shit. Right. Oh, phone's going off now. Right, let's go over the parry right quick. So, looks like that. And as you see, it does quite a bit of stamina damage. So, come on then. Thank you. And again. So, you can obviously lead into that once you're ready. What else do we have? And you could lead into a heavy. I would suggest that you fake the heavy, or feint the heavy, better option for the word. Very much like this, you want to feint into a guard break after the parry. So what else do we have? We also have the deflect. If I could, oh Jesus Christ! God fucking damn it! Right, let's try again, shall we? Come on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on! 3 again. There we go. That is the parry. Not the... Oh, Jesus. The deflect. And as you can see, you can throw them about. And you can do whatever you want to. I'm very shit at landing deflects. Hence why I don't. But that is it. That is it for the Gladiator, guys and girls. If you enjoyed, then all I can say is thank you for sticking around. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's been the Red Dawn. I will see you guys in a bit. So, you've reached the end of the video, and all I can say is a massive thank you very much. As always, I'm going to ask that you leave a like and you smash that subscribe button. You have the 2 suggested videos, one on the left, one on the right, and the subscribe button directly in the middle, so there is no excuse. Catch up on the content, make sure that you're liking, and I will see you guys in a bit.